All right, man, peace. So, brothers, the fight pretty much went how I thought it was going to go. There were not too many surprises. Deontay Wilder showed his normal ethereal level of power. Tyson Fury outboxed him over the course of 12 rounds, as I predicted that he would. The only surprise, and I should not even call it a surprise, was the final decision. As soon as Wilder got the second knockdown in the 12th round, I knew that there would be some chicanery with the overall judging of the fight. So let's see how the judging went. Of course, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at Staples Center, we have a split decision, and here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Alejandro Rochin scores about 115 to 111 in favor of Deontay Wilder.
So that first judge, Alejandro Rochin, he needs to be investigated, because there's nowhere in the world that you can tell me that Deontay Wilder outright won 7 rounds in that fight. Because for him to score the fight 115-111, he's saying that Deontay Wilder outboxed Tyson Fury flat out for 7 out of the 12 rounds. There's no way in the world that you can have appropriate vision to be deemed a boxing judge and could have decided that Deontay Wilder outboxed Tyson Fury for 7 out of those 12 rounds. No way in the world.
Judge at ringside, Robert Tapper seized about 114 to 110 in favor of Tyson Fury. And judge at ringside, Phil Edwards scores about 113 to 113. Even a draw, the decision is a split decision draw.
Brothers, watching a great fight get called a split decision draw is like laying down with a gorgeous female and there's no climax. It's like, what the hell did I just waste my time for? What the hell is going on here?
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Deontay, we'll start with you. Did you feel as though you won the fight, or do you feel that you got away with being fortunate with that draw?
Brother, you better feel like you got away with being fortunate for that draw. Because, whew, that was a gift decision. I'm not going to call it a robbery because you got 2 knockdowns and I scored you winning round 2. That was the only round that I thought that you outboxed Tyson Fury. The other 2 rounds you happened to get knockdowns. And I knew that after you got that second knockdown that the fight was going to go either way, even though I still have Fury outboxing you. But you got a gift decision. No doubt about that.
I think with the 2 knockdowns, I definitely won the fight. You know, we poured our hearts out tonight. You know what I mean?
All that's cool, but you did not win that fight, brother. I'm sorry.
We both were warriors. We both went head to head, but with those 2 drops, I feel like I won the fight.
No, with the 2 drops, you can go home and fall asleep on your pillow and say to yourself, you know what, I earned a draw. That's about it. But there's no computation where you can say that you won the fight. Sorry.
I didn't think he had control of the fight.
He controlled you the whole fight, brother. He controlled you the entire fight. Other than that first knockdown, which could have been scored a rabbit punch. I don't mind it being scored a knockdown because it was in the flow of the action. And Tyson Fury was making sure that he ducked his head down below Deontay's waist. I don't really mind that one. The second knockdown, that was a phenomenal knockdown by Deontay. Great clutch punching and performing by Deontay Wilder in that 12th round. But still, nah. He controlled you for the entire fight with his jab. And I told you, brothers, before the fight in my preview video that whichever fighter had the more dominant jab was going to be the fighter that dominated the fight and who should have won the fight. And I thought that Tyson Fury had by far the better jab. He had by far the better boxing skill. What Deontay has is unbelievable power. And they even spoke to the great Floyd Mayweather, I believe, after the 5th round. And he stated that he had scored the first 5 rounds for Tyson Fury. I had it 4-1 because I gave Deontay round 2. But he saw the same thing that I saw. Deontay was basically sitting back hoping to hit a home run, which is what he likes to do. And he was very fortunate that Tyson Fury, although he is an exceptional boxer, he does like coordination. Tyson Fury's like, I mean, no disrespect, but he's like the best special needs boxer I've ever seen in my life. He looks like they took him off with a short yellow bus and he grew to be 6'9". They trained him how to fight. I mean, the man has no coordination. He walks around the ring like a baby deer. It's like, but the man can box his ass off.
I think I let out just as much as he did. You know, I wasn't hurt. I wasn't down. I came out slow. You know.
Bro, you didn't come out slow. He totally destabilized you with his jab. You had no idea what to do about his jab. It made you very uncomfortable that you were in the ring with a fighter who was taller than you, rangier than you, and had a longer reach than you. The problem with Tyson Fury is that he got sloppy in 2 different rounds. And that's the only reason why you were able to steal this fight. Once again, I'm not going to call it an outright robbery. But this is like second-degree larceny.
I rushed my punches, you know. I didn't sit still. I was too hesitant. I was pressuring my punches. And
no, brother, you were not rushing your punches. You were actually doing the opposite. You were not throwing because you could not find a way to apply your offense. Your jab was shitty, as it normally is. Every once in a while you have a decent jab. You were not throwing jabs to Tyson Fury's body like you should have. You claimed before the fight that you know that he uses a lot of head movement, but that the body doesn't move. But you were not throwing the appropriate amount of jabs to the body because you were head hunting. And he suckered you in. He made you look bad numerous times throughout the fight with his head movement. So it was not that you were not throwing enough punches or that you were pressuring your own shots. It was that you had no idea how to initiate your offense. Your footwork is very poor. You don't particularly cut off the ring very well. And you're always looking for the overhand right. You have to improve your jab. You have to improve your head movement. You also have to improve your feints. These are just facts. Now, fortunately for you, there aren't any fighters in the heavyweight division right now that have that level of slick boxing that Tyson Fury has and also have power. Because had you been in the ring with a fighter with better overall body coordination and power, you would have been knocked out.
You know, that's what happened. You know, I started overthrowing the right hand. As I started sending, I just couldn't adjust.
Before we get into the fight, I've done boxing for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen 2 fighters kiss each other after a fight. What did you guys say to each other and talk about that mutual respect and I guess love?
I mean, when you at each other and then you have a great fight like that, you giving each other all you got. You know, at the end of the fight, that's what it's all about, man. It ain't all about somebody getting whooped, somebody getting mad and they want to hurt somebody or kill somebody.
What did he say to you specifically, though? He spoke to you quite a while.
He was just telling me, great fight, he loved me. Thank you for the opportunity. And, you know, and we're the best in the world. He just kept saying, thank you for the opportunity. We love you. I love you. I love you. You know, what a great fight. And the respect was mutual.
Deontay, why weren't you able to connect on your power punches? He avoided your right hand the entire night, and it seemed as though you were just trying to load up on it each and every time.
He could not connect on the power punches, Jim Gray. You already know why. You've watched enough boxing to know why the man cannot connect on his power punches. Tyson Fury was able to nullify Deontay with that left jab, and when he was not jabbing, he left his left arm fully extended. That stick, Deontay had trouble getting around it. Beyond that, Tyson was freezing him with the feints. He's very, very awkward. He's very herky-jerky. There's very little rhythm to what Tyson Fury does in the ring, and that can offset his opponents. That is why Deontay had trouble initiating his offense. Beyond that, Deontay does not set up his right hand very well because he does not like to throw the right hand behind the jab, especially at a moving target. And then the right hand he loads up on and he throws a wide shot. And I mentioned that in the preview video. I thought that Tyson Fury would be countering him a little bit more off that wide right hook, but he didn't. I think that Tyson was a little worried about the power early on, and then he felt it and he realized that the power was everything that was advertised, but he got used to it. And then somewhere along the latter part of the fight, he got a little bit too used to it, got sloppy, got a bit careless, and got knocked down a couple times.
Yeah, I was rushing my punches. You know, that's something that I usually don't do.
Let me rewind it back a little bit.
I just let it.
Your right hand the entire night, and it seemed as though you were just trying to load up on it each and every time.
Yeah, I was rushing my punches. You know, that's something that I usually don't do. Going and trying to knock a guy out, I just let it go. And tonight, I just, you know, I couldn't let it go tonight. I was rushing it. I was forcing my.
You wasn't rushing shit, brother. Your offense was getting nullified by that man's jab and by his foot movement and by his head movement. He was making you look silly throughout the fight, especially when you were loading up on your little combinations where you throw the overhand right and then you try to throw the left uppercut. He's making you look silly.
My punches too much instead of just sitting back, staying patient, and just waiting on it. All the build up for the fight, the hype and everything. Just start putting. I wanted to really get them out of there and get the fans what they wanted to see.
How much pressure did you feel in that 9th round and then in the 12th round that you had to have those 2 knockdowns, otherwise your title was leaving?
I didn't feel no pressure at all. It was just a simple fact that I was rushing the punches.
And come to find out, like I stated, even had he not gotten those knockdowns, that judge would most likely have scored both those rounds for him anyway, because it's obvious that that first judge was looking for rounds to give to Deontay Wilder. That judge would have still had the fight scored for Wilder, unbelievably enough.
When I rush my punches like that, it never lands. I'm never accurate when I'm trying to force the punches, and that's all I was doing tonight. I was just forcing the punches. No,
brother, you were not accurate because you were in there with a fighter who was taller than you, rangier than you, and had better boxing skills than you. And he made you look bad. Now imagine how he would have looked had he had more recent ring experience. This is a fighter coming off of a 2.5-year layoff who's fought a couple of guys who were barely world-class fighters prior to fighting you.
But the rematch, I guarantee you, I'm going to get him.
Well, let's talk about that rematch in a moment. Tyson, let's bring you in. What is your assessment of this fight and the decision?
First things first, I just want to say thank you to my Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. In the mighty name of Jesus, I got through tonight. Listen, we're on away soil. I got knocked down twice, but I still believe I won the fight. And I believe
you did win the fight, man.
I believe every man in here thought I won that fight tonight. But I'm showing total professionalism here. I'm a true champion, a true warrior. I went to Germany to fight Klitschko. I come to America to fight Deontay Wilder. Bless Deontay Wilder in the mighty name of Jesus. He's a top fighting man. Thank you for the opportunity, D. Bless you and your family. God bless you. God bless your team. And God bless America! The Gypsy King has returned!
Tyson, you were successful for almost the entire fight until the 9th round, avoiding that right hand, and then he caught you on the backside of your ear and your head. Why were you able to slip so many punches and avoid them all night?
Because he was telegraphing them, Jim Gray. You know that already.
Well,
nobody else has been able to.
That's what I do.
Because Deontay's been in the ring with a couple of good fighters, but most of the fighters that he's faced have not had anywhere near the amount of ring craft of a Tyson Fury.
What you call a professional athlete who loves to box. Slip and slide, slow me skill. I'm 6'9" and 260 pounds. I don't know anybody on the planet who can move like that. That man is a fearsome puncher. But I avoided his shots tonight. Listen, I'm not going to take anything from Wilder. He's a great champion and a great man. I thank him for the opportunity.
But will there be a rematch now?
The world knows the truth. I thought I won the fight. I thought I should have took that belt home. But we're on away soil. But also I want to say, God bless him and his team. God bless America. Thank you to every fan who travelled from all around the world to see me tonight. I hope I've done you all proud after fucking nearly 3 years out of the ring. God bless you all. I love you all.
How close were you to not getting up in the 12th round?
Listen, I am a fighting man. And
yeah, that man got up like the Undertaker. That motherfucker was laid out like he was sunbathing. All of a sudden he sat up like he was, like his alarm clock went off and he was late for work.
Jesus has got his power over me. I was never going to be knocked out tonight. I got put down with some good shots. I showed good heart to get back up, I just want to say thank you to my team. Thank you to my trainer. Thank you to Showtime, BT Sport, Frank Warren here. Listen, I come here tonight.
Yo, somebody check Tyson Fury's water bottle for cocaine. That man funny as hell. That man sat up after that second knockdown in 12th round, be like, who bloody hit me in the back of the head with a baseball bat?
Tonight and I fought my heart out.
You sure did. Let's talk about the rematch.
That's the second best heavyweight in the world behind me.
Well, I think you might dispute that.
But none of us can complain. We're both going home to our families safe. I said a prayer in the changing room. I said, God bless him and let both of us come out of the ring safe tonight. God bless you, Deontay.
What about the rematch? Obviously, this didn't end. Nobody won this decision or won this fight. Your thoughts on the rematch, and would it be your next fight?
I don't know if it'll be my next fight. I would love for it to be my next fight. Why not? Let's get right back into it to get the fans what they want to see,
I can already tell you, brother, you're going to have to fight this man again, because there's no way in the world that you're going to get a fight with Anthony Joshua coming off of a gift draw. Because that's what you got in this fight. You got a gift draw.
I think it was a great fight. And
it was a great fight. You just should not have gotten the draw.
We need to do it again.
In the United States or the United Kingdom?
It doesn't matter to me. You know, whatever makes sense. Whatever make the most money, let's go here. I think we can do it again in America. Hey, let's go to England as well. So it doesn't matter to me.
Stop lying, brother. You know damn well that you want that fight to happen in America. You are not going to co-sign that fight happening over there in Britain. You've been haggling with Anthony Joshua about the location of the fight. You think somebody going to believe that you're going to agree to fight Tyson Fury over there in Britain when he just outboxed you for 12 rounds? Come on, man.
Tyson, I was looking for Tyson, talking to Shelly Finkel right now. A rematch. Would you come back to the United States? When will it be your next fight?
Do you know what? I've been away from my family for 10 weeks when I go back home. I've got 4 kids and 1 on the way. And I just want to spend some time over the Christmas with your family, well deserved.
But if you have another fight, would this what you want to be your next fight?
Listen, 100% we'll do the rematch, but we're going to go away, recalculate, see what's got to happen, get back together. We are 2 great champions. Never mind anybody. Me and this man here is the 2 best heavyweights on the planet. I stepped up out of the amount of time I had out of the ring. There's another certain heavyweight out there.
All right, what?
Check in. Joshua, where are you? Where are you, AJ? AJ!
You agree with that?
Once again, somebody check this man's water bottle.
I totally 100% agree with that. We're the 2 best in the world. And, you know, and we proved it tonight. You know, when you get 2 warriors in the ring, that one...
No disrespect to you, brother, but you should not be standing in the ring co-signing Tyson Fury, a self-admitted alcoholic and cokehead who's trying to get over his drug and alcohol habit. You should not be co-signing anything that he says about being the 2 best heavyweights in the world when you were expected to win this fight. I knew that you was not going to win because I know what I'm watching. I knew that he was the better classic boxer than you and that the only chance that you had was to stop him. You happen to get a gift draw. But the 2 best heavyweights in the world are considered to be you and Anthony Joshua. So for you to be standing in the ring co-signing the sentiment by Mr. Tyson Fury that you guys are the 2 best heavyweights in the world when you failed to stop him like how you were supposed to, like how you were expected to, it just does not make you look good at all.
That wants to give a great show for the fans. You get a great fight, you know, and that's what we proved tonight. And I'm ready to do it again.
Deontay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Tyson, thank you. Let's go back tomorrow.
But anyway, that's basically it on that. I thought that the fight was very good, very exciting. But, you know, you have to be someone who loves the craft of boxing. That's why they call it the sweet science. It was not a rock'em sock'em robot fight, you know, like in Arturo Gatti against Mickey Ward, or something that you'll see in film like Rocky IV. You're not going to see stuff like that, especially with a fighter on the level of a Tyson Fury who believes in the credo of hit and not get hit. He was able to nullify Deontay for the majority of the fight, but Deontay is one of the great power punchers in recent boxing history. Eventually, he was going to catch up with Tyson. He did. I just don't think that he did enough to get a split decision draw. I'm sorry. He just didn't. I thought that Tyson Fury dominated the vast majority of the fight. There were 2 moments in 2 rounds where he got knocked down. Round 2, I scored for Deontay in regards to just outboxing him for that round. I have no idea how that first judge could have scored at 115, 111, but we'll see what happens in a rematch. So peace.